Whenever I play Minecraft, I have a tendency to hoard everything I come across, whether that's a sapling, cobblestone, or even simple dirt. Similarly, in Java, if you want to make anything, you have to start hoarding a lot of variables too. But what is a variable? I like to think variables are like boxes. You grab a box, you pick what you want to store, then you label it. Today, we'll talk about some basic primitive variables, which doesn't really mean much to you right now, other than the fact that it's widely used and are very common in Java. So let's start hoarding. As I mentioned earlier, we'll start off with declaring the type of box that we want to create. For now, we'll choose an int, which is short for an integer. It just means that this box can hold positive and negative whole numbers. Doubles, on the other hand, can also hold decimals, including whole numbers. We'll talk about why later down the track. There's also Boolean, which is essentially a binary variable that holds true or false. Char, short for character, can hold a single character, kinda obvious. And finally, a string, which is essentially a text of any type. I'll quickly touch base on the fact that, so far, I've only been declaring the variables, meaning the box exists, but nothing's inside of them yet. Similar to placing a chest but not storing anything inside of them. Usually, in order to use a variable, you do need to initialize them by storing a value into the box. Like so. Now this variable has been initialized and can be used for other computations. Additionally, as long as the variable has been declared, you can swap the values inside the box multiple times. Finally, some common mistakes that many people make, even experienced programmers. Make sure when you're using an int, it's a whole number, not a decimal. That's for doubles. Using the wrong quotation style. Char is a single quote and string is a double quote. Bad variable naming. I'll mention now that you can't declare a variable with the first character being a number or a special character. Another tip is to make sure the variable name makes logical sense in the context. This one is a bit of a preference related, but the usual rule I like to follow is, as long as the variable name makes sense in the context, it can be as long as you need it to be. For example, you're trying to count how many times this YouTube video helped you? Well, then the variable name can be number of times Leo the Lion Java Chute helped. On the other hand, if you only wrote number of times, it's missing some key information to fully understand the context on its own. Just make sure you're not writing a novel as your variable name and you'll be fine. Nice! Now, you know how to hoard all the variables in the world, and that's the real magic. Next time, we'll teach Java how to make decisions with if and else statement. By the way, if you're still having trouble with setting up your IDE or installing Java, let me know in the comments and I'll try to help out as much as I can. Maybe I'll make a video. Like and subscribe if the Minecraft analogy is actually helping you understand the key concepts. Otherwise, let me know and I can drop the whole Minecraft analogy. Catch you later.